All right, folks, let's kick this off. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Vivek Khandelwal. I'm a founder and COO at iZooto. Today we have with us Malgo, who is head of sales at MOARTraffic. Hey, Malgo.
Hello, hey, nice to meet you, everybody. Nice to see you here.
Thank you so much for making it happen.
Thank you
Uh,
so much for inviting.
Awesome. So guys, as we start the presentation, and I'll sort of let Malgo take it from here. I'll give you a quick perspective on why are we doing this. We have been working with Team CMP and MOARTraffic for the last 2.5 years, and uh, we have seen these folks. They operate in the dating industry, the dating category part, dating business, and we have seen them operate at scale. Right? They have done an incredible job in terms of their setup. They've done, and they don't just use push notifications for engagement or retargeting. They actually use push notifications very, very interestingly for monetization also. And this is and which is precisely what the topic of the webinar is, which is how does MOARTraffic make so much money using push notification ads, right? So without further ado, I'll hand it over to Malgo. Malgo, over to you.
Sure, thank you very much. So now I will share my presentation with you. Here we go. So I hope you all see it well. Yes, as we mentioned already, today we're gonna cover a topic of engagement and monetization of our users by push notifications. Short introduction about myself. I'm Malgo. I'm a marketer with over 8 years of experience in online marketing industry. I used to work in many companies which were based on performance marketing. Currently, in MOARTraffic, I'm head of ad sales, and I'm responsible of helping my team monetizing our members area within worldwide traffic. Let me now pass quickly to the agenda for today. Today we're going to talk about general introduction. It means what is MOARTraffic, what we do with iZooto, where we are in overall dating industry. After that, I'm going to cover the push strategy. Here I'm going to talk about two different elements. First of all, it's going to be about engagement and internal pushes. And after that, we're gonna cover the monetization part. And in the end, of course, there will be time for your questions. So to move forward, let's do short introduction about MOARTraffic. So key values of MOARTraffic are why we doing it, why we work, why we coming every day to work is because we believe in delivering the best service for our customers with only high quality traffic. How we able to do that is because of the years in experience in the industry, we are able to find the best converting offers for our traffic. We are able to monetize our traffic, but also find the best performance on specific zones. And what we are ad network. Who we are specialists which are actually looking for innovation in members area traffic. That strategy and those points helping out to build up full inventory of different websites. So of course, we working internally, so we are able to optimize our internal traffic in the websites like Well Hello, Badoing, 18 Yoga, etc. But we also helping other webmasters to deal with their members area and helping them to run ads on their site. Here we have examples of Factbook, where we're working with banners, or with Netflix, when we actually implement pushes and we're managing pushes for them. So the main strategy and main goal is to work with the specific ad formats, and more innovative ad formats is better. But our main core are banners, tabs, text links, of course, full page advertisement, back offers, and push notification. All of that with worldwide coverage. So as I mentioned before, we're helping also third-party advertisers and third-party webmasters to actually help them running ads inside their members area. How it looks. We're giving them the codes which they implemented inside their websites, and we're running ads for them. It means we optimize, we check performance, we calculate all the best working offers, and we're trying to get as much as revenue as possible for their members area zones. And how it's all connected with iZooto. As we said on the beginning, we work already long time. It would be from 2017. We were able to implement over 50 websites. We were able to implement pushes, and here I'm talking about internal and external sites. Our main revenue source is dating, and main goals are engagement and monetization of our users. So let me pass to the push strategy. First, I'm gonna cover the topic of engagement. Here, the biggest part of this is the work of product team. They're responsible for looking for opportunities to see where the users could make the action that could make push appear for them, what features the page could give to users that we could engage them even more. And the second part we will cover, it will be monetization. This part is mainly managed by my team, where we try to upsell new offers and new products to our existing customers. So let's start with engagement, the part which is the core of the dating website, where you need to actually keep your users on the site. You would like them to purchase the premium accounts. You would like them to engage with you. So to cover examples, we have, for example, actions of the users when they opening email, or when they opening chat, or when they sending a link. All of this can be the action which can be transformed into the push. One of the examples. Here we have example of the chat message, how it works. When user is on the website, he receives a small message from Janie Jane. He clicks on this message, and we display the message of Janie Jane for him. As at the moment he's not really interested, maybe he's browsing, maybe he's checking how the website works, we don't really push on him to straight away go back to this chat. What we do? After some time, we're sending him push notification, which is actually push notification to the chat which started while he was away. What does it mean? When user clicks on that, he's gonna be directly sent to the chat of the girl which sent him this message. Then inside that, he of course can interact with her and have some actions which gonna generate the next pushes. For example, sending the message and waiting for answer, etc. As I said before, this part is mainly covered by product team. If you would like to know more, or if you have any other questions about this part, I would be really happy to answer. You can send me email or later Skype me, and I will try to find an answer for you. So for now, we're gonna move to the next part. Next part is how this everything works. So for engagement flow, we use every user action as a trigger. Those triggers we load into Balancer, and Balancer is a tool where we're trying to schedule pushes to not make them overwhelming for the user. So let's say if user clicked on the chat, clicked on the link, and clicked on the profile, we're gonna sort them and send them within right time order. When everything is set up into Balancer, we personalize this push. It means we are trying to find the best pictures or the best users which are talking with him. We are trying to find the chat which he started but he left. Those are the elements that we're trying to personalize on these pushes. And when everything is ready, we send it directly to the user, as in the example before. So this is all the part of engagement. From now on, I will move to the second topic. Second topic gonna be monetization. This part is managed by my team, and as everything in performance marketing or in advertisement is based on testing. So we tested a lot of different strategies, a lot of different magic formulas, a lot of different pictures, texts, to make a summary of this, what our users are looking for and how it works. It appeared that our users are engaged with our monetization pushes up to 60 days. So even after 53 days, we are still able to monetize them and actually receive revenue coming from the specific offers on those days. We are not only basing on since start pushes, so the pushes which are every day, but we also work with playbook, which is push send right after you sign up to the push, and global pushes, which are our weekly pushes based on some specific categories. So let's say every Monday we're sending camps, every Tuesday we're sending mail enhancement, every Wednesday, and so on. So those three types of pushes helping us out to find a perfect balance in the amount of the pushes that we're sending to our users weekly. What else? For example, if we're talking about churn ratio, we realize that the biggest churn ratio is on desktop. But we believe that it's due to the easy way how you can unsubscribe on desktop. Believe me, on mobile is not that easy. And then about general churn ratio, it varies. It's never stable. It every day might be different, but it's between 25 and 50%. So this is how the full process looks like. And as I mentioned, we have three different monetization flows for pushes. First one is when the user sign up. It means our playbook. So here, usually, timing to send the pushes is from 15 to 25 minutes. And the next one is 11 to 12 hours. But this is really depends on your audience. So you need to test to see if your user is going to interact with fast appear pushes or with a bit of the space, etc. So this is for testing. We, of course, personalize this push as it's just after the sign up and its first push. We take a lot of care about these specific pushes. After that, we have our since start pushes. Those are the daily pushes, which we have up to 60 days. Here, what we do is every day we're trying to engage user and show more and more offers, which are actually not repeating that often, right? So here, what we do, we always remember about personalization, which are the special offers for our users, right? So we have a special offer for you today. And next day, we're gonna have another special offer so that user doesn't feel bored. He can actually find something interesting for him, her, and that they actually can convert on that. And the last one is our global pushes. Global pushes are weekly pushes, which we send every day, every week, for the specific category. As mentioned before, Monday counts, Tuesday dating. It really depends. Of course, we test here a lot of options and a lot of offers, but in the end, we found the perfect balance. Why are we doing it? First of all, we want to increase our engagement with the users. We want to make them purchase the offers. We're also looking for opportunities to get higher CTR. And all of these actions helping us to monetize our database even more. So what we do when we test pushes? What are actually the top 3 elements that we think when it's about pushes? First of all, it's copy. It's one of the most important elements, especially that when the user receives the push, the first thing which he sees, it's not a picture, it's not the full website, full offer, it's just the text that you're gonna convince him with this text. That's why it's super important to make this text look professional, also original, but also give a user a bit of the suspense, this curiosity and feel of urgency, right? So he gonna think, actually, I never thought about it. Maybe I should buy it now. Here are gonna be some examples that we did the tests. So first of all, in this test, we did a small change on the distance between user and the people they want to hook up. With the 5 miles distance, we had much lower CTR and results than with 2 miles distance. You might ask, or you might say, yes, obviously, it's actually because this is more curious to know who is closer or who is around you and with whom you can interact right now and have a close contact. So that's why our 2 miles push was here a great success. Here we have one of the examples which we tried to see how it's gonna work. So it wasn't actually the best or the biggest success, just because before, which was sign up now, worked slightly better than sign up today. What we discovered that by sign up now, user feel need of urgency and he won't skip it or push for later. It means that he needs to sign up right now and he gonna lose the opportunity if he not gonna do it today or right now. With today, what happened that it's so wide definition that the users were actually skipping it because they could think that the push will come back to them after some time. But as we displayed it just once, they lost the opportunity to actually get to know what was the offer about. Another thing which we really pay attention on is images. I think it's our top A/B tests thing which we do in our team is testing the images. Why? Because first of all, we need to find the right size. So yes, size matter. Remember, don't display desktop pictures on mobile and vice versa, because it's not gonna give the same good quality of the pictures. Picture might be cut, picture might be blurry. And the second thing, after text is a picture. So if you not make it catchy, the users won't actually react to it. What we realize is that dating, adult dating, that also safe for work content works much better than explicit. To make it even more interesting, you can add little elements like a fake video message type, adding some new colors. So here you can find one of our favorite examples, which is a video message which user got from another user. In this case, here we added a play button and a little camera with time, which suggests user that it might be or message or video left for him to check. This message or this push brings a high CTR due to these icons, which are making user feeling that there is something what is waiting for you after click. After that, the third and the most popular currently thing is usage of emojis. In the case of emojis, it really depends on the offer. You cannot overload users with the emojis, but sometimes some of emojis require more emojis than another. In this case, for example, for message enhancement, we can have much more emojis than for dating websites. Why is that? Why all of this is happening that way? Because emojis helping us to express the thoughts easier and faster. It's just simpler. If you find the perfect balance with the offer and amount of emojis that you display, you might increase your open rate dozens. And remember, the magic rule or the gold rule here is to find a perfect, clean, and nice message with enough of emojis. Here we have one of the examples where for sign up and for dating website, we use a little emojis to interact with the user and make him feel that it's actually message which he received. So it's not like the computer notification, is more like message on WhatsApp or other notification as you receive on your laptop or mobile. Here, sign up today, we put two little pens to make it more interactive. And then, as is dating and hookup, we decided to show a little face with the hearts, just to express more like this hookup, sweet, lovely dating vibe. So those were the most popular and most common examples that we have on our site. We also learned a few big lessons, which we would like to share with you right now. So what you should actually avoid when you're doing the pushes and when you're starting to work with them. First of all, try to not use generic content. What does it mean? Don't send the messages which are saying, buy these pills now, because you need them. Try to make it more interactive, more, as we said, more original, more making people curious about this, what's gonna happen after. Try to send the pushes with the proper timing. Here, remember, your users are based in some of different countries which are having different time zones, etc. Try to keep users and your push notifications in the same time zone. It means if, for example, it's US, maybe the user should receive the pushes at 8 p.m. US time, for example, New York time, right? But if you have users which are based in Barcelona, it's gonna be, of course, 8 p.m., but completely different time zone. Also, don't forget about personalization. It means that please focus on this, that in the end, it's user who's gonna be interested in your offer. So you need to treat this person as somebody who is actually willing to be interested in that. It means personalize this, send messages which are sending it's for you, or it's your time, or it's message for you, or things which are making him feel that it's personalized just for him. Also, because this is pretty often, but it's also burning out pretty fast. So don't send too many pushes in the same time. We have a lot of examples of people inside the industry which are actually monetize their pushes by sending 3 pushes in the same time. You can believe me or not, the users are getting pretty fast overwhelmed by that, because it doesn't look natural. It just looks like a aggressive advertisement for them. So they are less, in long term, they are less willing to click on this because they treat it already from the beginning as something intrusive. So try to send, as for example we do, 1 push per day or 2 pushes per day max, where users gonna have actually some value in that. Another point is too many emojis. Here, as I mentioned before, it really needs to be tested. All the offers, all the texts, they need to be tested with emojis and the amount of emojis that you want to put there. There is no magic formula for any of those points, but everything based on tests. And the last thing is you need to try to keep it clear so that everybody, everybody can understand that. And yes, this is all from my side. If you have any questions, please drop them now, or if you have any more detailed questions or you're looking for help how to manage pushes on your site, you can always contact me on email or Skype. Thank you for this time.
Awesome. That was quick and precise and very, very insightful. I love the examples where you sort of showed that how changing very, very simple elements, very, very minute things can sort of significantly impact the CTRs for notification, right? Very few marketing teams actually go at that level of depth in terms of optimizing the performance of the notification campaigns. And I'm really excited to sort of see the work that you guys have actually done at MOARTraffic, right? Superb, awesome stuff, right?
Yes. it's every element is matter actually. It's every letter, dot or comma, it might change the conversion rate and might change
Yeah.
CTR, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's all about testing.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, fantastic. So, guys, that's what we have in terms of the presentation itself. If you have any questions, feel free to put them up in the chat. Happy to have you guys come over and also discuss it in person if you want. Malgo, what is the best way to reach out to you? Is
The
it
best way, it's
yeah?
email.
Okay.
It's malgo@moartraffic.com.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in the chat here for people.
Yes, I'm already adding it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that'll be super cool.
Here we go. So if you have any questions or if you need any help in the push monetization, just hit me up on email and then we can talk in details.
Yeah,
And
Margo is super quick on Skype and email both, right?
yes.
We've been working on this webinar for for about 2 3 weeks now, and yeah, she has been she's been very kind with the time. So yeah, okay, you also have a Skype now. Fantastic.
Yes, all good.
Yes, we will share the presentation. Absolutely, we'll share the presentation and the recording as well with all of you guys, right? So yeah, so don't worry about that part. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to give this a couple of more minutes, see if people have any questions. If not, we'll send across the recording to you and the questions over, right? But yeah, okay, I think, right. You know what, Malibu? I did get a couple of questions from some users okay, we have the first question here as well, right? Do you also test the time of the day where push notifications perform better than other? Yeah, what do you think?
Yes. Yes, we do. What we did in the past, we actually test three different type of the pushes. So push during a day, push during a night, and push during the late night. It means the time when the users are actually at work, like 11 to 1. Then the next one was in the evening, and this was between 7 and 9 p.m. And then we had also the ones which were between 1 and 3. So we did the test, but for our users, it was actually the night which was converting the best.
You know what? This is so interesting, right? Because it's a very unique category as well. I think that also makes a lot of impact on when users are actually responding the most as well, right? What are the best sizes for creatives for mobile and desktop? Okay.
So this is pretty tricky. You also need to test it. But what we figure out on our side, that for mobile, the best size is 1,400 per 400. And for desktop is 1,200 per 600. So it's more or less 3 to 1 for mobile and 2 to 1 for desktop.
And 2 to 1 for desktop. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. What is the best way to make users accept push notifications in their browsers? Okay, that's a tricky one.
It doesn't depend on us.
I'll take it up, right? Because we do this, we get this question a lot of times from a lot of our users. I'll try to pronounce your name. I'll just say Ron. Hey, Ron, thanks for the question. The best way to make users accept push notification in their browsers is by ensuring that you are not interrupting their browsing experience, right? In fact, I'll tell you the worst way of doing this, right? More than the best way. I'll tell you what you should not be doing, definitely. You should
Okay.
not be prompting the user on page load time. The moment the user has arrived on the page, that is not the moment to ask for a push notification permission. You should give it a couple of seconds, right? Uh, you should let them consume your content. You should let them spend a couple of seconds on the website at least before you ask them or before you bombard them with offers and email pop-ups and everything that we see brands doing all the time, right?
It
So
also depends on
yeah,
the website, right? So for dating, it's gonna be different flow where the push
yeah,
can be shown, and then for games, it's gonna be also different.
yeah, yeah.
So
So yeah, I remember a lot of our customers in this category of dating membership sites. They have a very unique format where they prompt the user only once they have logged into the website, right? They actually don't prompt the user before they have signed up, right? Until they have signed up, which is a very interesting way because once they have signed up, it's a very clear commitment from their side that
yes,
they are committed. They're now investing or they're giving you their commitment, right? So yeah, I would sort of consider that very very seriously. That figure out what is the best way that the user is committing to you, right? Can be
yes.
time
And also,
spent. Yeah,
what you want to get from this user, right? Because
yeah,
if you want to create another channel of the monetization, for example, you can do it in the process of registration,
yeah,
not directly on the first page. But then if you want to commit more to this user and engage him even with more offers, then it's good when you set. It's good when he is logging and you are sure that he is really interested in the products you have.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely, no, absolutely, right. So true. Uh, we have Maria questioning about, have you found any differences on engagement willingness depending upon different countries, for example, US versus EU? Hmm.
Sure. So in our case, what we did, we tried to test the pushes based on some tiers, right? So we did the tier 1 for US and rest of English-speaking countries. And then for European traffic, we did a separate test for it. And usually what we do is, for example, testing different kind of the girls' pictures or different kind of the language, or because in US it's everything more easygoing, when in Europe, for example, the message needs to be more like official, let's say. So yes, we did that and we saw the differences between the countries. And also because our product is credit card subscription, it's more popular in US to have this kind of a payment than in Europe. That's why people were more willing to buy new stuff
Right.
than in Europe.
Yeah, yeah. So true. So true. Uh, we have a question. Will this video be available somewhere? Absolutely, yes. This video will be available on our website. We'll also give it to Malgo and her team as well. And you will receive this in your inbox as well. Okay, we have a bunch of questions coming in now. All right, let's go through this quickly. What's the percentage of visitors who subscribe to notifications? Trick question, right?
What?
This number can vary between uh, 1% to 15%, depending upon how you are asking for push notifications, how you're asking for permission. Chrome recently has rolled out the Chrome UX report, which allows you to get this data publicly for a lot of websites, right? So if your website is currently using push notifications, you can actually go to the Chrome UX reports, enter your URL with in the query, hit run, and it'll give you the data, right? So yeah, we also have a very interesting report for this. I can quickly find that and send it across to you in a bit right now on this chat itself. Uh, how much revenue can you generate to push notification engagement? Is it good as compared to affiliates? All right, trick question.
Okay, so this question I cannot really share with you the answer, but what I can say that push notification is a kind of a traffic that can generate the revenue from affiliates. So let's say if you have a performance based offer, for example on CPS basis, it's really good to advertise it on the push notifications. I'm not sure if I really clearly understand your message, but from what I can say, the pushes is like another way to generate revenue on your website. We cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Sorry, yeah, I was mute.
What else we
How
have?
much revenue? Okay, you mentioned one of your vertical is dating or games. What other groups you monetize push notifications? Okay.
Sure. So we have, for example, mail enhancement, we have accounts, we have VOD, we have adult games. What else we have? We have actually also some VPNs for adult offers. We have a lot of options which people are actually allowed adult traffic. So there is no limitations on our side. It just needs to be a legit offer without any suspicious viruses or anything. and everything is good and both sides are agreed on. We can run whatever offer you are willing to test.
All right. Okay. We have one more question. How frequently do you engage with your audience using push notifications?
Sure. So first of all, we have these daily pushes, which are coming once per day at specific hour. Then next to this, we have also our weekly pushes, which is already second push per day. And weekly pushes are coming every day, like every Monday, every Tuesday, etc. And we have a third, which is the first push which the user receives, is from the moment when he signed up. So in the end, daily, it's twice per day. In total, we have 3 different types for monetizing users.
Perfect. Okay. I think this is also covered in the slide as well. Right? You also mentioned about this in the slides as well. Yeah. We'll obviously share the slides with you, with all of you. So that'll help you, get through this question as well. We have one more question coming in. How can CAM sites increase revenue through notifications? Okay. Very interesting.
It was mentioned in the presentation.
CAM sites obviously is a different ballgame altogether. You know what? I'm going to text you my email ID, right? Because I do not know who you are, right? If you can just drop me, a hi, and we've actually done a lot of work on campsites uh, in terms of chalking out a plan and a strategy of how best they can use this channel to drive more traffic, more engagement between the artist and the followers, right? I would be happy to share this with you, right? Just feel free to ping me on my email. Yeah. This might not be relevant for this audience in general, right? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else which you have missed so far? I think we've covered pretty much all the questions so far.
Yes.
I like this, right? This was good, intense 20-minute Q&A, right? Yeah.
Right? Answering on all important topics of that.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on to this webinar. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. We will set up the recording, and as usual, stay safe. Have a great rest of the week and the weekend. Right. Malgo, thank you so much for your time. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
you
your
being this with
time.
us.
Thank you for having me, and guys, thank you for attending this webinar. It was a really pleasure to show you how we do it, how we do the magic of pushes for dating and non-dating.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. With that, we'll take a leave. Right. Thanks, Lorenz. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have fun. Bye bye. Stay safe.
Ciao, stay safe.